What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here at Platinum Autos once again with the beautiful Bentley Continental GT. And for around the same price as a new Mazda CX9, you can own it. That's right guys, for around the same money you'd pay for a new Mazda CX9, you could get yourself a modern day Bentley. This car is almost 15 years old, but Bentley has done a phenomenal job of hiding the car's age. They've really given it that timeless look, and newer models to follow haven't changed all that much. When this car was first sold here in Australia, it cost over $385,000 before options. Nowadays on the used market, you're looking at just over $80,000. Now this car has a twin turbocharged W12 engine, that's right, that pumps out 552 horsepower and 479 pound-foot of torque. And 0 to 60 times in this car are 4.8 seconds. And now for a car that's 15 years old, weighs almost 2.5 tons, that is really impressive. And to get the car to move that quickly, the power is delivered to all four wheels through a 6-speed automatic gearbox. I really love how Bentley has designed a car that is unmistakably theirs. There's no other cars on the road that look like this, and to me it's just got that real muscular, solid looking design. I love how the lines just come down the side, and then you have these beautiful indents here at the rear quarter. They've just done a beautiful job overall of this car, and it's just gorgeous to look at. Just at the front of the Bentley here, I love the front end styling of this car. It's undeniably Bentley, and it just looks so good. You've got these 4 front headlights. You've got this gorgeous grille here in the middle. The Bentley logo, of course. You've got the wings on the side. It just all looks really spot on. So just popping the hood here at the Bentley Continental. Now, you release the hood release at the front, and you come down here and you're looking for a release. There's nothing to pull. So what you actually do is you lift up on the front, and the actual B in the Bentley logo here sort of pops out and exposes itself. And then you just pull that up and you're presented with this glorious W12 engine. So here we have the glorious W12 engine, 12-cylinder motor. Unheard of to see these nowadays. Really can't wait to get this thing out on the road and see how it feels. Just coming to the back of the Bentley Continental here guys, you've got this beautiful Bentley badge. And funny enough, to actually release the trunk here, you just simply tap the middle of this B logo and it unlocks itself, and then you can just easily enough lift it up. You've got obviously your safety triangle stuff here, beautifully embroidered Bentley crest right there on the leather, and you actually have quite a nice large trunk in here. There's a lot more space in this car than you actually might think in the back. Alright guys, so we're inside the Bentley Continental GT now. And I've got to say, this place is such a nice place to be. It's just ultra luxurious. The leather is just everywhere. You've got wood trim everywhere. You've got these lovely air vents with these organ dials you push in and out. Everything just looks very top notch and just very sophisticated. You've just got so much stitching, and everything is just hand stitched. It's all very, very nice. Like, consider this car is 15 years old. This car still is very impressive inside. The seats are very nice. Now, they have a bit of bolstering to them, but they're not aggressively bolstered. Now, this car is really more of a grand tourer, so it's very appropriate the way these seats are. Now, just coming up to the wheel is quite large. It's got this beautiful Bentley badge in the center. The buttons on it, they're a little bit cheap and plasticky, but we can really forgive it. Like, the wheel feels very nice in your hands. You've also got these paddle shifters at the back. Now, funny thing enough, these are actually straight out of a Lamborghini Gallardo. Coming down here, we've got an infotainment screen, and this is a 15-year-old car. You can really feel the age right here, but if you're just looking to use the radio, this is perfectly fine. Now, coming down here, we've got your heated seat controls, and you have 6 different levels of heat controls here, guys. This is the kind of extravagant stuff we're starting to talk about when you're in a Bentley. You have a suspension button, so that obviously stiffens up the suspension. You also have your rear wing. Now, underneath the armrest here, or I should say inside, you have what Bentley had, their mobile phones. So in here, we actually have the original phone that was sold with this car. Now, if you push this button, it gets presented to you. You have this tiny little Nokia, and that's quite funny to still see in the car. You don't see that very often. Now, again, coming to the next one, you had this mute one. Now, the funny thing with this one is, so you answer a call, it gets put through the speaker system. If you wanted no one else to hear what was going on, you could pick up this one, hit the mute button, and all of a sudden you're just talking like this. Nobody else in the car can hear your conversation. So that's kind of very cool, and I'm really surprised to see that this car is both still intact. Just coming up to the side doors here, you've got this beautiful two-tone leather. You've got a wood insert here as well. You've got a really solid gripping hand there, and everything is just stitched together so nice. All right, so driving the 2004 Bentley Continental GT. First time in a Bentley today, and man, is it ever just luxurious in this cab. And straight away I can just notice just the steering is just so buttery smooth. Like, it's just super easy to control where you're going in this car. The throttle as well right away. It's got a really smooth response. I can sort of just feel this car. It's almost as if it's just wafting. It's not even like it's attached to the ground, it feels like. It's and not in a bad way. It's just really amazing how well this thing soaks up the road. You almost feel as if you're just sort of gliding. This is a very heavy car. It's almost 2.5 tons, and it does not feel like it. This W12 engine does a very nice job of getting this car moving. I believe when this car first came out, this had the largest brake rotors on any production car in the world. And judging how fast this car can go and how heavy it is, I can definitely believe that. Now, just another thing to mention, the transmission in this just feels really smooth. I haven't been flooring it here or anything, but just cruising around here, I really haven't even felt any of the changes. It's just extremely linear. It's really amazing, just cruising at highway speeds. You just don't hear anything at all. There's no road noise. You can't hear the traffic, and it's just so comfortable in here. You could just imagine when this car first came out, being in Germany, hitting the Autobahn on one of these things, and man, with this thing had just been the ultimate cruiser on the Autobahn. You'd be going 300 k's an hour, just wafting away, not a care in the world. That would have been the dream. And that acceleration is just something else in this car. Man, this thing gets up and moves, and it's really impressive for actually how big this car is. The power delivery in this car is just really something else. It's not like an STI or a GDR or something where it just smacks you in the face. This is really more of like building power like a jet or something. It's just continuous speed, and before you know it, you're going a lot faster than you anticipated. The seating position in this car is really excellent. You're just so comfortable. Like, I'm just lying back here, The wheels right there, the pedals are right there. Like, the car just does its thing, and it's just so smooth. To think that some people would rather go out and buy a fully loaded, like, CX9 or something, when you could be getting this, is really sometimes unfathomable. Now, I know maintenance and costs for running this car would be quite high, but, you know, sitting in the seat today and just going for a drive in it, it's just really unbelievable how they're the same price. Alright guys, I'm going to finish off here. Thanks for watching the video. Huge thanks to Platinum Autos again for loaning me the Bentley Continental today. Check out their website, it's platinumautos.com.au. The link's in the description below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and we'll see you next time.